barrels per day.
190 to 166.
There's apples under pressure.
You buy stocks on Tuesday and sell them on Friday.
Market is as volatile as you'll ever see.
Traders saying this is the craziest day they have ever seen in these markets. Veteran traders saying they've never seen anything like it. The movement in oil.
Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the crude oil markets. Just before I start today's video, for anyone who's interested in joining my Signal service, please do not hesitate to visit my website dailymarketmovements.com. I charge a very small fee of $29.99 and you can find that website link in the description of today's video. But let's look at the crude oil markets, which are surging on Wednesday here, midway through the week. We have gone and hit brand new weekly highs. This takes us back all the way to that invasion rally that we had, which, of course, initiated pretty much on the 28th of February. And of course, we went and achieved those highs on the 8th of March, which was all the way up at $130 a barrel. So this is the highest we've been since then. And we've broken above that 0.786 Fibonacci resistant area, meaning that, the next target is $130, which is the yearly highs, the decade highs, the swing highs here for the crude oil markets. And personally, I don't think anything is going to get in its way of us getting to that point. Very, very bullish market here. I've said it, both technically and fundamentally. You do not want to be shorting this market. I must admit, I did actually have a very short-term shorting position open, but in hindsight, I probably opened it a little bit too early because the RSI just isn't really there yet on the daily. But the reason I did actually open that short-term short position, which sadly hit my stop loss today, was because if we go on the monthly chart, if we just see how bullish we are right here, the RSI is the most bullish it's been since the 2008 and 2009 financial crisis. But if we look back at the levels where we were trading up to on the RSI back in 2008, we did go and achieve 81. At this moment in time, we're only at around 75. So what I do believe will happen here is that we will continue to rally towards the upside. We may even break above $130 a barrel, and eventually that RSI on the monthly chart may go and hit 80 to 81, and I think that is the time when you sell. So I only had a very small trade here, but where I shorted crude oil. I can easily understand that this market is bullish, but sometimes markets can become a little bit too bullish and can offer fantastic short-term selling opportunities. So I knew getting into this trade it would offer some risk, and unfortunately the risk got the better of me this time round, and I lost that trade. So I know it's good to come on here and be open and honest. My Signal team also opened that trade as well, but I'm not finished here with crude oil. We've had a fantastic year so far. We were very bullish on the lead up to that break towards $100 a barrel. So there's definitely going to be fantastic money making opportunities on the horizon here for the crude oil markets. I just believe and think that they require a little bit more patience. Like I said, I want the RSI on the daily to go overboard. If we get to reading of perhaps 75 and we're up trading up around $135 a barrel, I think that's when it's the great opportunity to go and short the crude oil markets, because at this moment in time consumers are very, very strong. Look, people still have lots of money in their bank account thanks to the Federal Reserve and central banks around the world printing money and giving out, whether that be through furloughs, business grants, etc., and stimulus checks. But eventually that money will run out, and when it does, people are going to have to start cutting down their costs. And one of the first things that involves is, of course, not traveling as far, and that's when you may see the demand for crude oil starting to soften, especially as we go into the winter, when inflation on food prices is expected to increase, when we have problems with the likes of wheat, etc., with Ukraine being offline, and I think that's when you could really start to see the demand soften here for the crude oil market. So I think this is more of a winter story here for a shorting position. I think I was a little bit too early, but as I mentioned, it wasn't a longer term short, it was just a little short day trade. But I think at this moment in time you have to ride the uptrend here, right up towards $130 a barrel, and then come winter time, end of the summer, I think that is when crude oil will present a fantastic medium to longer term shorting position, or shorting opportunity, I should say.
500,000 barrels per day.
190 to 166.
There's apples under pressure.
You buy stocks on Tuesday and sell them on Friday.
Market is as volatile as you'll ever see.
Traders saying this is the craziest day they have ever seen in these markets. Veteran traders saying they've never seen anything like it. The movement in oil.